Hello students, welcome back. In the last session we have discussed applet lifecycle and a simple program to demonstrate how applet programs are compiled, written and executed. In today's session we will continue our discussion and we will discuss designing a web page. Applet programs are generally embedded inside a web page. So today we will discuss about a web page. So web page is a document which is accessed on the internet. Web pages are generally created by using HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So HTML is a document which is made up of tags. So HTML provides us with some predefined tags using which we can create an HTML document. So there are many predefined tags in HTML which provides some meaning for the content which we want to display on the web page. So let's start. Java applets are programs that reside on web pages. So Java applets are the programs which resides on the web pages. In order to run Java applet, it is first necessary to have a web page that references that applet. Now, when I say applet, first we need a web page in which we have to add a Java applet. A web page basically it is made up of text and HTML tags that can be interpreted by the web browser. So these tags are interpreted by the web browser or an applet viewer. Web pages are stored using a file extension that is .html. For example, myapplet.html. So that is an extension for web pages. A web page is marked by an opening HTML tag. That is the opening HTML tag. Web page always starts with the HTML tag and a closing HTML tag, that is with a forward slash. So the tags which we have in HTML generally comes in pairs. The first tag it is said to be an opening tag which contains a syntax that is angular bracket open, name of the tag and angular bracket close, and the closing tag simply has a syntax that is angular bracket open, then the forward slash, again the name of a tag and angular bracket close. Now the HTML page or a web page is generally divided into three major sections. So in the diagram you can see these three major sections. The sections are comment, head and body. So it is divided into three major sections: comment, head and body. So the same has been displayed in the diagram. So the complete HTML, it is divided into the first part, that is, you can see this is the comment section. Comment section is generally used to provide comments for the developers. The information which is included in the comment, it is not displayed on the web page. And again, this is an optional section where a developer can include comments. Then we have the head section. The head section is defined by using a tag head, and generally the head section includes one more tag called as title tag. If we want to display something on the title bar of a web page, then we can use the title tag, and that is included in the head section. Even this is an optional section in the web page. And lastly, we have something called as the body section, and this is the important section of a HTML page. The content which we include inside the body tag, that is directly displayed on the web page. So whatever we want to display on the web page, that has to be included inside the body open and body close tag. Again, this body tag may include certain other tags in it, like it may include an applet tag to include applet. Okay, let's go through some of the important HTML tags. We have already seen the first tag, that is HTML. The HTML document always begins with the opening HTML tag and closing HTML tag. Then we may have some optional tags like head tag. Head tag, it is generally used to include details about web pages, usually contains a title tag. So the title tag, you can see this title tag, it is used to display text in the title bar of the browser. If you want to display some title in the title bar of the browser screen, you can use a title tag. Then we have discussed about body tag. This tag contains the main text of the web page. As I have said, body tag contains the text which has to be displayed on the web page. It is the place where the applet tag is declared. So this is the place where we declare even the applet tag. There are other important tags, HTML tags. We have h1, which is said to be a heading tag. H1 tags are from h1 till h6. H1 is the largest font header, while h6 creates the smallest font header. Okay, we will demonstrate a few of those tags with an example. So let me create a simple web page here. A web page can be created by using any editor. So I'll use an editor, that is Notepad here. Create a new file. As I've said, a web page always starts, or HTML page always starts with opening HTML and closing HTML. And between this, I may have three sections, that is command section, head section and the body section. The first two are optional, but I can include the body section because body section includes the statements which are displayed on the web page. So I'll include the body section directly here. In the body section, if I display something, some message like this is my first web page. So this content is directly displayed on the browser screen. So once you type your HTML code, you have to save it. To save, you can give any name. So I'll say web demo. The extension of the file has to be .html. Okay, once we save our HTML file, to execute it, we have to go to our browser. We can directly open it by going to a folder where we have saved it. There are different ways of executing the HTML page, but in this case I'll go to the folder where I have saved it. So I have saved it in the folder demo programs with the name web. So I'll search for the file. So you can see here is the file. Simply double click on the file. So the file is automatically opened in the web browser. You can see it has opened the file in the web browser, and the contents which I have included in the body tag, it has been displayed on the web page. So whatever we display, whatever we include in the body tag, that is directly displayed on the web page. So this is our web page which contains text, that is, this is my first web page. Okay, so the next thing, I'll include even a head tag, and as I've said, head tag, it is generally included to give some information about the file, or head tag may include one more tag called as title tag, which is used to display the title on the title bar. So I'll display a title. I want to display my first web page. Okay, so this title I want to display on the title bar, and that is the reason we have included it inside the title tag, and title tag in turn, it has been included inside the head tag, and that is necessary. So let us execute this. Again, I have already opened the page in the browser. No need to again double click on the file, just refresh it from here. Once you click on refresh, you can see in the title bar. Now we can see in the title bar, it has displayed the title, that is my first web page. So we can display the title in the title bar by using a tag called as title tag, which is enclosed inside the head tag. Okay, let us go through some more HTML tags. So now we will go through the tag that is h1. Okay, so what is this heading tag that we will see here? As I've said, heading tag, it is generally used to display headings. Whenever you visit some web pages, some text is displayed in the bold face in a particular font, and that is displayed by using heading tag. Suppose if I include the same text inside a h1 tag, so that is h1 is a heading tag. So if I include it inside the heading tag like this, and if I execute it, now you can see the difference. Now the text has been displayed in a bold face and in a larger font because we have included it in a h1 tag, which stands for heading. So whenever you want to display some paragraph of text with some heading and subheadings, you can go for heading tags, where h1 is the largest heading and h6 is the smallest heading. Now I have included only h1 here. If I copy and paste the same, and if I change these tags to h1, h2 and h3, you can see the difference between the tags or the contents which it displays. Okay, I have saved it. Let us execute, and you can see the output. The text which is displayed in h1 tag has a font size larger than the h2, where h2 is having a larger font size than h3, and so on. So that is about heading tags. Then we have a tag called a center tag. As the name suggests, center tag can be used to display contents at the center of a web page. Right now the content is displayed at the left hand side on the browser screen, and if I want that content to be displayed on the center, so you can see it has displayed at the left hand side. If I want it to be at the center, I can include a center tag. So I can say center, and whichever content you want to display at the center, include it inside the center tag. Center open and center close. Now only the first line is inside the center tag, so only the first line will be displayed at the center. You can see it has displayed at the center. Same way we have other tag, like we have an applet tag. We have already studied about the applet, so I will not go through it again. Applet tag is used to include applet inside the HTML. Whenever we want to embed applet inside the HTML, we use applet tag. So we'll again go to the applet tag in the next slide as well. Then we have a tag called as param tag, which stands for parameter. So parameters can be passed from HTML to Java applet by using param tag. So even this tag we will discuss in the later section. Then we have a tag called as B tag, which stands for bold. If we want to display something in a bold face without using the heading tags, say I'll say this text is displayed using B tag, or I'll say using bold tag. Okay, if I execute the web page now, you can see the text has been displayed in a normal font size or normal font style as well. Now if I want it to be displayed in bold face, then what I can do is I can go for a tag that is B tag, that is bold tag. Okay, so this will display the text in bold face. Now you can see the text, it has been displayed in bold face. Same way we have a tag called as BR tag, which is line break. See the content which we include in the HTML file. Suppose this line, you can see this is displayed by using bold tag. If I repeat the same line on the separate lines, when I execute it, it is displayed on the same line, but the actual content in the file, it is on different line, and this is because the browser ignores multiple line breaks and multiple character spaces, and that is the reason even when I type the code on different lines. When I execute it, it is displayed on the same line. But if I really want to display it on some other line or different lines, I have to go for a tag called as BR tag. So BR stands for break here. So whenever I include break, the line, there will be a new line created. Now you can see the output. So the new line is created. So that is the break tag. Then we have a tag P. P stands for paragraph tag. This tag moves us to the next line and starts a paragraph of text. No ending tag is necessary. So paragraph tag is generally used to include paragraph of text, and it will give some space at the beginning of a paragraph and at the end of a paragraph. Then we have a tag called as img tag, which stands for image. If we want to display an image on the web page, we can use img tag. Img tag generally contains some attributes like src, which stands for source, which includes the URL of the image or the path of an image which we want to display on the web page. Same way, we have a tag called as hr tag, which simply means horizontal rule. If we want to display a line on the web page, say I want to display a line here in between, so I'll be using hr tag in between. So there is no closing tag for hr. And if I execute this, you can see there is a horizontal line in between. So you can see this line, and this line is because of the tag hr. So hr tag, it is used for horizontal rule. There is a next tag, that is a tag or anchor tag. It is used to add hyperlinks. We can create some links on the web page by using anchor tag. So there is a attribute of anchor tag, that is href, that is hyperlink reference. Using this href tag, we can specify the page which we want to open upon clicking on a link created by using anchor tag. Then we have a tag, that is font tag. Font tag is used to create a font. By default, the text is displayed by using a default browser font. But if you want to display text using a particular font name with a particular font name, font size and color, then we can use a tag, that is font tag. So these are some important HTML tags which can be used to create web pages. We have discussed in brief about these tags because we will be only using the tags, that is HTML, body and applet. The other tags are generally used to create HTML pages. Okay, the next is applet tag. So we have seen in the last slide also, HTML also includes a tag called as applet tag, and we have used this applet tag in the last example of ours. Applet tag, it is used to embed applet inside HTML. This applet tag has some important attributes. Some of the attributes we have already discussed in the last session. The attributes of applet tag are code, width and height. Apart from those attributes, we also have some other attributes of applet tag. So those attributes are, so starting with the first, again the code attribute. Code attribute, it is having the value that is equals to the name of our applet class. So whenever we embed applet inside HTML, the applet tag contains one attribute which has to be specified, that is code attribute, and this code attribute, it is equals to the name of our applet file. So that we have to specify with an extension dot class. Then we have one more attribute, that is code base, which specifies the location of our applet, where exactly the applet resides, in which directory. That URL we have to specify. URL stands for Universal Resource Locator. Then the attribute width and height, which we have discussed earlier also, that specifies the width and height of our applet. Even the attribute name can be specified. which specifies the name of applet instance. This name can be used to facilitate inter-applet communication. If there are more than one applet on the page which needs to communicate, in such cases we can use name attribute. There is an attribute called as align attribute. By default, when the applet is displayed on the web page, it is displayed left aligned at the top left corner. But this can be changed by using align attribute, which may have values like top, bottom, left, right, etc. Then we have H space, that is horizontal space, used only when align is set to left or right, and this gives some horizontal space before and after the applet. Same way, we have a vertical space used only when some vertical alignment is specified by with the V align attribute, that is top or bottom. V space specifies the amount of vertical blank space the browser should leave surrounding the applet. So that can be specified by V space, and same way we have one more important attribute, that is AALT, stands for alternate text, and this is used for non-Java browsers. So non-Java browsers will display this text where the applet would normally go. This attribute is optional. If a browser is not able to display an applet on the screen because there are certain browsers which do not support applet, so in place of applet we can display some text by using ALT attribute. So these are some important attributes of applet tag. Okay, next important thing is passing parameters. Now it is possible to pass some parameters to the applet from our HTML file. Means we can pass some input from HTML file to the applet program, that is called as parameter passing or passing parameters. By the help of the parameters, we can allow user to control certain factors. Parameters can be passed to applet by using param tag. So we have to use a param tag in the HTML file to pass parameters. Parameter value is retrieved in the applet using getParameter method, which returns a string. So we can pass parameter by using param tag from HTML. The same parameters can be received in the program by using getParameter method in Java. Okay, let us go through the last example which we have studied, and the same example we will modify to read parameters. Okay. Okay, this is the last example. This is our Java applet program which displays a hello Java message on the screen, and we have an HTML file where we have embedded applet, the first Java applet or first applet we have embedded in HTML. Now what we will do is, from this HTML file we will pass some text to the applet program, that is this program, and this program will receive the text from there and it will display it on the applet screen. Now to pass the text from HTML file, the tag which is used, as we have discussed in the last case, the tag is param tag. Param tag generally has two attributes, that is name, say MSG, and the second important attribute is value. So value is hello Python, I'll say Python, hello Python. Okay, so consider I am passing some value here. The value I am passing is hello Python, and this value needs to be read in the applet program and it has to be displayed on the applet screen. So here we have used a param tag to pass the value. The name of the value is message, whereas the value is hello Python. Now save the HTML code. Now in the Java code or applet code, how to read the value which is passed? To read the value from HTML or read the parameter which is passed from HTML, we have a method called as getParameter. GetParameter. Method is getParameter. in bracket the name of a parameter we have to specify, the name which is given it is msg, message. So what this method will do, get parameter method will read the parameter with the name message. So look at the HTML file, we have a parameter with a name message and the value it includes that is hello Python. So what get parameter does, it reads the value of parameter msg, value of parameter is hello Python, that is stored in s, and then the same s we have displayed by using drawString, which is displayed on the applet screen. Now let us execute and verify this. To execute we have to open CMD and we have to move to the folder where we have saved the program. The program is saved in demo programs folder, so I am at demo programs itself. Let us compile the file. So javac space, I'll compile applet file. HTML files are not compiled, remember, so only the Java file we need to compile, .java. The file has been compiled. I cannot execute applet by using a command java space file name because applet do not contain a main method. Applets are executed by using applet viewer. So we have to type a command applet viewer space HTML file name. So what is HTML file name? It is the same, I think, first applet, only the extension is different, .html, and press enter. Look at the output of this applet program and the message which is displayed. The message now it is displayed as hello Python. Suppose if I want to display a message, different message, then I can change only the value of it from HTML. I can say hello Java instead and I'll save it. And again, no need to compile the program because we haven't made any changes to applet file. We have made changes to HTML file. So HTML files cannot be compiled. It can directly be executed by using applet viewer. So applet viewer space file name. You can see now the message has been changed and it is displaying hello Java. So this is how we can pass parameters. To pass parameters from HTML, a param tag is used. We can use any number of param tags in the HTML file and the same can be read in the Java program. Okay, so this is about passing parameters to HTML. Passing parameters from HTML to applet. Okay, with this we will stop here in today's session. We will continue our discussion of applet in the next session. Thank you.